Hey guys, so I went to the dentist today and I have to say that I was pleasantly surprised by the results. Now, the dentist did say that oil pulling is not gonna actually heal the cavity, and I was assuming that. So it didn't heal the cavity in terms of like completely take it away, but the dental hygienist that was cleaning my teeth beforehand, and she's like knows my teeth fairly well, she was telling me, she said my gums looked amazing. She said there was hardly any buildup on my teeth. She's like, whatever you're doing to help your teeth, she said your teeth look really, really good. They're cleaner than they were before. There's no buildup. Gums look fine. And she said in terms of the cavity, and the dentist said this as well, it's on the top part where my tooth chews, so you're not really gonna be able to see it from the x-rays from the sides. But they did say that I would still need to get it filled, because again, it's not gonna heal it completely, but they said that it hadn't grown at all. They were really surprised. They're like, it hasn't grown. They said they still encouraged me to get it filled with a small little plastic filling, but the oil pulling kept it from getting worse. So I think that's probably the best advice I could say from my experience in oil pulling is if you already have a cavity, it's not going to reverse completely the effects of the cavity. But the nature of a cavity, what the dentist told me is, the nature of a cavity is when basically, in layman's terms, is a little bit of acid has eroded and opened up your tooth a little bit, to where then there's always bacteria in our mouth regardless, but what happens is that bacteria now has license to get down deeper into your tooth, and it'll still continue doing what it's normally doing in your mouth, which is eating sugars and growing and doing their thing, but it gets stuck down in there, and they build a little colony in there, and they secrete acid, to my understanding, I think. So they'll secrete this acid, and it just continues to get worse and worse because it just grows worse and worse and worse, and it eats away at your tooth, and then you have to get a crown, etc., etc. So oil pulling, because of the nature of it, oil pulling, again, as I said in the last video, the purpose of it is to attract all the bacteria in your mouth onto that oil, and then you spit it out. And so naturally, if you're doing that every day, even if there's already an opening there from forming a cavity, if you're getting rid of that bacteria on a regular basis, then it's gonna naturally kind of reduce the gravity of the impact that the bacteria in your mouth is going to have, because the cavity in and of itself isn't going to do anything. It's the bacteria that causes problems. So the results is it definitely helps. I also want a full disclosure, I am not by any means perfect, as I'm sure anybody in YouTube could see by looking at my videos, and I say that because I wasn't perfect about doing it every day. I had intended to. I would say I realistically did it once. I had times where I was doing it every day on a regular basis, other times where, come the holidays, stuff like that, where it was probably once every few days. But I did it multiple times a week. I can say that for sure. So maybe if somebody did it every single day, they would get even better results. But I did it on a fairly regular basis. I also used a what's called a water pick. I'm not doing this like for promotions. I'm not even gonna do I don't even think I'll do an affiliate link or anything like that. But I'll leave like a little link of what it is. They had told me last time I went to the dentist to get this water pick. A lot of you might be familiar with it, but it's just it's basically like a way to floss with water, and so you just like fill it up with some water, and you put the water pick and like kind of spray the high pressure water in between your teeth. It's supposed to clean your teeth out well. So I did that. Some. You're supposed to do it every day. I didn't do it every day. But I did it some, and again, like I said, I was kind of like super excited at her response when she was cleaning my teeth, because like I said, she just said, she's like, there's hardly any buildup on your teeth, your gums look great, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, awesome, praise the Lord. That's oil pulling results. So there you go. Hopefully that's helpful for some people. I like learning about health and just personal development, those kinds of things. So like I said on the first video, I originally did this just to do an experiment for myself, and I posted on YouTube just for accountability purposes, more so for myself, and thought maybe some people might find it helpful. So if you guys are interested in anything else, I'm always interested in trying new things out that will actually help you grow in health and just as a person in general. So if you have any comments, questions, anything like that, let me know. Or things that you want to see, I might be open to it. No promises, but yeah, so hopefully that's helpful, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if anybody tries this, I hope it helps clean up your mouth, and you guys get even better results than what I got. So thanks again.